Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Manager Rob Pelinka hasn't made big deals to help the Lakers win more championships. This leads Lakers fans to question Rob Pelinka's ability to bring in good players who can fit in with the squad. NBA analysts consider Pelinka one of the worst GMs currently, and say that his days are numbered at the Lakers and that he will certainly be fired soon. The Lakers started a process of change and brought in a young coach in J.J. Redick, so firing Pelinka will be a matter of time. Lakers fans call for Rob Pelinka to be fired. No reasonable basketball prognosticator believes the Lakers have any chance to truly compete this season, and general manager Rob Pelinka is the biggest reason why. He's on the short list of worst GMs in the NBA, with little to suggest he's competent enough to surround LeBron James and Anthony Davis with enough talent to challenge for the NBA Finals. Unfortunately, his latest actions prove his detractors are correct. No reasonable basketball prognosticator believes the Lakers have any chance to truly compete this season, and general manager Rob Pelinka is the biggest reason why. He's on the short list of worst GMs in the NBA, with little to suggest he's competent enough to surround LeBron James and Anthony Davis with enough talent to challenge for the NBA Finals. Unfortunately, his latest actions prove his detractors are correct. Pelinka has never been shrewd or particularly capable at his job, though that hasn't stopped owner Jeannie Buss from singing his praises, despite a disastrous track record. Based on the most recent reports, there isn't much reason to believe in Pelinka's limited vision. Even the most casual observers understand Pelinka is among the least successful basketball minds with a paycheck in the entire league. His nefarious roster decisions have destroyed the final years of LeBron's never-ending prime, endlessly trying to fit square pegs in round holes while Buss looks away. No team is managed worse from an organizational level than the Lakers. It's entirely on Pelinka's shoulders, and he'll be remembered negatively, though this new revelation may take the cake. As Adam Wells of Bleacher Report explains, the Lakers are interested in Jazzy Walker-Kessler, a stout defender who could let Anthony Davis roam farther from the basket and act as a free safety on defense. Unfortunately, they will have to improve their trade offer to the Utah Jazz if they want to make a deal work. A package headlined by D'Angelo Russell and several first-round picks would not be of interest to the Jazz. That's an issue for Los Angeles's front office. For all his struggles, Russell is one of the team's most likely trade chips this season. If they can't even package him with picks for someone of Kessler's caliber, who exactly are the Lakers supposed to acquire? Things off to a solid start under J.J. Redick, but the roses could become rotten if the same spacing and roster issues from previous years persist. We'll see what happens, but this is a bad sign moving forward as the franchise tries to return to an NBA Finals. T's become impossible for Lakers to deny the value of Christian Wood. The Lakers need Christian Wood back from injury as soon as possible. The Los Angeles Lakers are the proverbial tale of two halves. One half of their regular rotation is an elite starting lineup that includes two All-NBA players, a former All-Star, and two productive young wings who have yet to enter their respective primes. The other half consists of a second unit that ranks dead last in so many statistical categories that J.J. Redick may one day bring himself to playing his starters all 48 minutes. Thus far in 2024-25, the Lakers' second unit ranks dead last in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks per 100 possessions. Statistics may not be everyone's cup of tea, but what's undeniable in this set of circumstances is that Los Angeles can't buy a bucket when the starters aren't on the court. The Lakers have the luxury of starting Anthony Davis and LeBron James, which thus offsets some of the concerns about the second unit, but they've also left themselves with no margin for error. It's still early enough that panicking would be premature, but the need for improvement must be acknowledged. Some of it comes down to limited playing time due to how close the games have been with the starters on the court, while other areas of inconsistency can be attributed to the presence of unproven players still finding their footing. Thankfully, there's a player who could soon return from injury and help right the ship for the Lakers' second unit, Christian Wood. Christian Wood has become exactly what the Lakers need. Wood signed with the Lakers in 2023 on a minimum contract that was well below his perceived market value. Unfortunately, he struggled to stay healthy, missing 32 games and never seeming to find his place under former head coach Darvin Ham. In 2024-25, the Lakers have needs that perfectly align with Wood's greatest strengths, making his highly anticipated return from arthroscopic knee surgery a potentially landscape-altering moment. Wood struggled in 2023-24, but he's been one of the most productive players in the NBA since 2019-20. At 28 years of age, there's every reason to believe that he can get back to playing at the level he's proven capable of for years on end. In terms of what that would mean, between 2019-20 and 2022-23, Wood averaged 16.8 points, 8.2 rebounds, 1.6 offensive boards, 1.0 block, and 1.5 three-point field goals made on .520/382/.692 shooting. Those numbers are already impressive, but what's made Wood one of the most intriguing players at his position is how his production translates to the per-36 metric. During that time frame, he averaged 22.2 points, 10.9 rebounds, 2.1 offensive boards, 1.3 blocks, and 2.3 threes per 36 minutes. For a Lakers team that can't seem to buy a bucket for its second unit, adding a player who can provide 22 and 11 per 36 while shooting efficiently from beyond the arc would be a blessing. The encouraging sign with Wood is that he told reporters on Media Day that head coach J.J. Redick wants him to play more like himself. Fast forward to early November, and that's exactly what the Lakers need him to do once he's healthy. The Lakers need other players to step up to turn the second unit into a strength rather than a weakness, but Wood is looking like the perfect player to help change the outlook. J.J. Redick, Lakers haven't given up on Jalen Hood-Schifino. The Los Angeles Lakers made the surprising decision on Thursday to decline the third-year team option on 2023 number 17 overall pick Jalen Hood-Schifino. The Indiana guard had yet to make the strides the franchise hoped he would, and with no real path to minutes this season, it was unlikely he'd be a player worth paying next season and beyond. Lakers head coach J.J. Redick now has the task of keeping Hood-Schifino engaged and finding places to maximize his potential as he is now all of a sudden in a contract year. And given that there isn't much room for him on the parent roster, much of that development and maximization has to come in the G League. Redick wanted to ensure that Hood-Schifino, and everyone else, knew that this decision was not one based on whether or not they believe in his future prospects, according to Jovan Buha of The Athletic. Of course, declining his option is certainly a sign that they don't think he'll be worth over $4 million next season. They will still be able to retain him via exceptions or early bird rights, and declining his option is a calculated risk on what his free agent value will be. Hood-Schifino's 2024-25 season is going to be a major test of the development system that has been so highly touted by Redick and the Lakers this offseason. If he can make legitimate strides and even find some moments to impact the NBA game, it would be a huge win for LA, especially if they can retain him in the offseason. In the meantime, they can also use his expiring contract as salary filler for any trade.